All right, I've been on YouTube for more than 10 years now. That's just crazy that it's been more than 10 years. Some of you may have known my old channels, may have watched my old channels. Unfortunately, I got locked out of my old channels when YouTube and Google merged, so I had to start my car channel all over again. I'll probably upload my really old videos from the past, like a little archive. I still have them. The thing I like about YouTube is I get to talk about my hobbies and get it out of my system. I'm into all kinds of things, and I don't really have friends in real life who are into my hobbies as much as I am. They don't have the passion as much as I do. So I have multiple YouTube channels. The one thing I really like about YouTube, probably my favorite thing about YouTube, is the comment section. I just like using the comment section as an instant messenger and talking about cars. It's really weird to me when people don't respond to comments. Like, I understand like Motor Week isn't gonna respond to my comments, but like when people have a personal YouTube account, it's just weird that they don't answer comments. This guy, Jeremy Judkins, he didn't respond to my comment. I saw his video in my recommended video watch, and I just watched it because I actually do like the Chevrolet Volt, and I think it's really cool that he thanked his audience for making it possible for him to afford a Chevrolet Volt. That's really cool. My Fiat Abarth, I wouldn't have been able to get it without my extra funds that I get on here, and I may not get a lot of views initially on my videos, but it's all my old videos that get discovered later. So without that, I wouldn't have got my Abarth. I didn't have to buy it. I had a perfectly fine 2004 Saturn Ion, but I looked at it like, you know what? I made some extra money. I'll just get something else and have something new to talk about for the few people who really do enjoy my channel. And maybe my Fiat videos will be viewed later in life. If not, I enjoy making videos anyway. I'm always going to enjoy making videos. And if I continue to get lucky, maybe in 2020, I'll get a Samurai or a Geo Tracker. That was one of my choices. But yeah, I like how this guy stated that his Volt wouldn't be possible without YouTube. He didn't answer my comments or respond to my comments, so I didn't subscribe. I don't subscribe to people who, don't comment back. I just feel like it's a one-way conversation, but that being said, it's still pretty cool of him to have acknowledged his subscribers. I'm just a guy who really likes talking about cars. I really enjoy reading your comments and just chatting about cars. I'm gonna share a comment right now, right here. Let me find the picture I'm looking for. I'm gonna make this all a slideshow. Fugu Face Senior. So we're just chatting about cars, and you mentioned the Suzuki Swift because I shared a link of Motor Week's 1987 Chevrolet Sprint Turbo. True story, true statement. If I won $200 million and money wasn't an issue, I wouldn't even consider a Bugatti Veyron. It's not even in my top 200 of cars I want. If I won the lottery, like some obscene amount of money, like $200 million, I'd probably own 50 to 100 cars, and a Veyron wouldn't be one of them because it's an automatic. Nah, I would get a Chevrolet Sprint Turbo. I would put out an ad and I would offer $1 million for a mint Chevrolet Sprint Turbo. You mentioned the Suzuki Swift. This is why I like the Chevrolet Sprint Turbo so much. I had a 1994 Geo Metro. This is how I learned to drive stick. I bought it for $500 on Craigslist and taught myself how to drive a stick at 3 a.m. in the morning. I've always wanted to learn how to drive a stick, and no one taught me, so I taught myself. The reason I love sticks so much is because I remember my parents always had Toyota Corollas. My aunt, she had a Nissan Sentra. It was a stick. When she babysat me, she would give me rides in her Nissan Sentra, to run errands, and she would make me tag along. and I'll never forget her driving stick and how cool it sounded. She looked special driving a stick. My parents in their Corolla automatic, it didn't seem cool to me. So I fell in love with a stick when I saw my aunt driving that Nissan Sentra. I'll never forget that. So that's probably why I'm so obsessed with driving a manual. And my mom was kind of freaked out. Not freaked out, but she was impressed. She was like, "You remember that?" I said, "Hey, mom, remember?" I won't name my aunt's name, but I said, "You remember she used to drive a Nissan Sentra?" And my mom was like, "How do you remember that?" And I said, "Because she drove a stick." And I just remember it being cool and she looked like a race car driver. But yeah, I enjoy the conversation. I get out of my system. That's why I like doing YouTube. I just could talk about cars all day long, and I'm not even like it's not. It doesn't even have to be a specific car. I could talk about exotics. I could talk about obscure cars like a Chevrolet Sprint Turbo 1987. It's just fun for me talking about cars. So I always found that weird that people don't respond to comments, but I guess that's real life now. Even on Facebook, you'll know certain people for 20 plus years. You'll leave them a comment and they don't answer you. It's like, are we just lacking social skills in life now? And we just don't talk to each other anymore, or respond to each other anymore. And a thumb up, that's a form of communication now. Maybe that's just what life is, but I do appreciate the conversation. And even though my new videos don't get many views, all those views added up. It added up to my algorithms, and it made my fiat possible. And I'm very appreciative of that. And if I continue to get lucky, Suzuki Samurai or Geo Trackers next, 2020, 2019, 2020, depending on how things go. But I'm going to be busy on this channel. You're going to see a lot of content in the next couple of months. I got like 30 videos in my head. All right, it's almost Friday. By the time you see this, it's probably going to be Friday. So happy Friday, everyone.